everybody, and welcome to Indie Film Cafe. I'm your host, Jonathan Moody. I'm here with...
Oh, you want me to get down a little bit lower? Sorry. Hi. Sorry, go ahead. Do you want to do it again? It's up to you.
All right, hold on. We'll start.
Okay.
We'll start all over. I'm gonna have to hold.
Turn around like this,
Yeah, I'm gonna have to hold. Yeah. All right. All right. Hey, everybody, and welcome to Indie Film Cafe. I'm your host, Jonathan Moody. I'm here with...
Gary Jones.
And Gary is the director of, well, let's see, Jolly Roger.
Jolly Roger, Axe Giant, The Wrath of Paul Bunyon, Boogeyman 3, Spiders, Crocodile 2, and Mosquito, and Ballistica,
and you're the...
and Lightning Strikes, and Planet Raptor.
Any more?
And Xenophobia. Anyway, go ahead. That's the features.
That's a lot of them.
And some TV shows. Xena, Hercules, Honey, I Shrunk the Kids, Sheena the Jungle Queen with Gina Lee Nolan, back in the day.
I totally forgot, like, because that's, working on Xena and all that other stuff, like, that's got to be pretty freaking crazy.
It was, it was early in my career, and going down to New Zealand, I had made one feature film, Mosquito, and I had worked on sets on, Evil Dead 2 and Army of Darkness and such, Hard Target, as an effects person. But as a director, coming off of my first feature, Mosquito, moving to New Zealand for a year and working on Xena Warrior Princess was like, it was film school, it was fun, and I actually made money in the business, which was great.
That is awesome. So, what's been the hardest project that you've had to work on?
Hardest project has been, it was probably Crocodile 2 Death Swamp, because it was if you're not familiar with the movie, it's about a group of kids that are going down to run spring break, and they're going down to Acapulco for a vacation, and the plane gets caught in a storm and crashes. But that's not the worst of their problems. On board are a bunch of criminals who have been smuggling money, and so they end up grabbing the survivor kids and making them carry their loot through the swamps of New Mexico, and guess what? There's a giant crocodile, so it's a little bit of everything. But that was tough because we shot in India, and it was just, the language barriers and just the way things are done on a film set in India is different from here. So it was a really, really tough shoot, but I'm proud of the movie. I think it's probably one of my better movies.
What's been the, easiest shoot that you've had to do?
The easiest shoot was working with a filmmaker, Jeff Miller, the producer. No, that was not easy. No. Actually, the easiest shoot would have been probably Jolly Roger.
Jolly Roger?
Yeah, because it was 8 days.
Well,
Actually, it was a 9-day shoot. I only got 8, but I had to leave and go home for some family stuff. And while I was gone, the producer and my AD stepped in and did the last day of shooting for me. Without, it had to happen. Anyway, it was a movie for the asylum, but it was an 8-day shoot. We didn't have a lot of money, and it was very ambitious, but the minute we just accepted the challenge and just went for it, it's probably the easiest.
Okay. Well, yeah, I'm wondering about that.
By the way, one of my stars was a gentleman named Mr. Tom Nagel, who's standing right over there, who is now a filmmaker in his own right, director, producer, writer, shooter, does everything, and actor.
Yeah, definitely.
But he got his start with me. So all his fame, well, when you talk to him, he'll tell you where he learned it all from.
Okay, definitely.
Probably Jeff Miller.
Okay. All right. So my thing is, because you just said that 8 days to shoot, and that made it easier. Like, isn't that like, do you do less shoot days or something, or what?
Well, the reason, what I mean by easier is that, no, we had like a 90-page script. And I had 8 days. I had a TV schedule with the script. And so when you look at it, you go, it doesn't fit, right? Right. So then what you do is say, okay, here's 10 pages of a script. It boils down to 2 or 3 things I need to do to tell a story. I don't get to do everything I want to do. So what became easy was I picked those 2 or 3 things, and the rest of it I just ignored, because you can't do it. So if you're shooting, let's say you're shooting a chase scene, right? And you're running through a warehouse and everything's blowing up, but the whole point of the scene is to get the hero from here to here to confront the bad guy. Now you have no money and no time. What do? The guy runs into the building, you blow some smoke, knock over a chair, and then you shoot the end of the movie where he confronts the bad guy. Still got the same thing. You just didn't do all the explosions, all the cool shit. Too little. So that
Stick them out.
you just got to cut it out. You don't have a choice. So in a way, it became easy. But the other movies, when you have time, it's always overambitious. You're always trying to do more than what you really can afford to do. But the minute you embrace the fact you don't have anything, you go, all right, I want to tell this guy meets this guy, and they come together, right? Mm-hmm. You can do it easy, or you can do it with a big battle scene.
All right. Well, thank you so much. What are you here promoting?
Here promoting Death Kiss. It's a new movie I helped produce with Jeff Miller, starring Robert Kovacs, Bronzy Kovacs, who you're going to be seeing a lot of. He bears a striking similarity to Charles Bronson.
Yeah.
So he's our new action guy.
So is it like kind of like, I guess well, I guess I could talk to Jeff a little bit more about that, but is it more like I guess a Charles Bronson type film?
It's actually a musical comedy. No. It's called Death Kiss. Could have been called Death Wish, but it's a whole new story. So if you like Death Wish, you get the flavor. Okay. It's totally the flavor.
Okay. And anything else that you're working on?
Right now I'm working on a Prison Break movie, an action movie that takes place in a prison. It's an escape movie, and pretty much an action piece at this point. And I have one kind of supernatural horror film I'm also working on.
So how can people reach you, especially if they want to contact you about money?
Okay, if they want my money, they just call the IRS. If they want to give me money, they can email me or go on IMDb. I'll get all my information on there. They can contact me through Gary Jones Director at gmail.com.
Well, thank you so much.
And click that donate button.
Definitely, donate.
Yeah, donate.
Don't invest, donate.
But I should tell you, I do have, I'm putting up a new website coming up shortly my company's called Mosquito Entertainment. That'll be going up, and that'll list all the movie projects, and it'll have stuff on there where people can come in and join either Indiegogo campaign or donate or be involved in the projects, or even just to find out where they're at. So that'll be a very good platform for people to get involved if they'd like.
That is awesome. Well, thank you so much for spending the time. I know you're kind of busy right now promoting everything.
No problem. All right, thank you.
All right, and thank you guys for watching. Bye.